Hey guys, how's it going? So this is the Trick Pro V Bigfoot pedal. It's a very cool piece of kit, very futuristic. Remember, this is not just for the metalheads. This is for people that are kind of foot technique nerds that likes to mess around with heights and different adjustable settings. I'm going to give you a really quick review at the beginning, then we're going to go into long form. The real good points about this is the most adjustable pedal on the market, hands down. It's amazing. What I've done in the last 2 years, I've never experienced a pedal like it. It really is fantastic. It's the smoothest one I've ever played. It is ridiculously smooth. It needs to be experienced. It's very hard for me to explain, but it just feels like you're playing nothing. It's really beautiful. The bad points, it's very heavy, it's quite big, and you see here, that's a direct drive. So if you come from chain or you come from a belt, it's a little different. So you're not going to be able to do the same things that you did before on the chain or the belt with this pedal. You're going to have to sit down and work on it. There's a learning curve to it. But once you do that, it's really cool. So if the learning curve and the overall size and the weight doesn't bother you, I think it's a no-brainer. Pick this up if you want the most adjustable, smoothest pedal in the world. This is it. It also looks super cool. I mean, it's just really cool. If I saved you some time there, you can just run off and buy it. Please hit the like button. For anybody who wants a longer review, stick around.
It was 2008 and I was in the Guitar Center in Chicago. Out of the corner of my eye, I seen this futuristic solid piece of metal shaped like a drum pedal. Out of curiosity, I sat down to give it a tip of my foot. And as I did, the only words that came out of my mouth was, wow, smooth. Fast forward to 2023 and I still hadn't forgot about that moment I played the Trick pedal. After looking it up, and the just shy of €500 price tag didn't seem that bad to me anymore, so I made the upgrade. It still looks as futuristic as it did back in 2008. The titanium, stainless steel and anodized aluminium looks amazing, all perfectly matched in feel and color. The longboard is just shy of 3 inches in width and a little over 10.5 inches in length, and I enjoy that extra real estate. However, it hasn't made me play any faster, but rather more effortlessly. This isn't just form over function, rather a perfect marriage of both. We'll start from the top. The head of the beater is made of metal, but the side that hits the skin is made of plastic, and it is exchangeable if it ever gets worn out. The head is completely adjustable. You can go side to side, up or down. As we go down to the middle of the pedal, this is where Trick's innovative design is a lot different from all the rest. So here you can see the numbers 1 to 10, and most importantly, look above that, there's markers, so we have a place of reference. Now this is great for people to change what they want, but more importantly, so that they can remember where they had their position last. So you can experiment as much as you want, you'll never mess it up, you can always go back to where you originally had the markers. You can see there's 2 different adjustments here, 1 and 2. This is what the company called the split cam system. So I'll loosen this one side, and here we can change the distance or the angle of the beater from the head. Now, you're probably saying, well, every pedal can do that, that's no biggie. But look at how we can move that without the pedal board moving whatsoever. And now I'll loosen the second adjustment, and you can see I can change the angle of the pedal board, but not the angle of the beater. We've all been there. Every drummer knows how hard it is when you want to make that little micro adjustment to a pedal, and it ultimately leads to messing something else up in the pedal. And so then the whole thing becomes useless, and what you do then is you try and go back to the way it originally was, but you can't remember where you put it, and so you eventually find it, and then you don't want to touch it at all, so you never experiment. With this pedal you can make all the adjustments that you want, and it doesn't matter if you mess it up, because you can always come back to your settings that you have on the split cam system. Now if you thought that was enough adjustment, you were wrong. You can adjust it even more right at the top of the pedal board. You can go higher or lower. I did go a little bit lower, but I did find that the out of the box middle position was perfect for me. And all of what we just talked about is connected to the pedal board via the direct drive system. Now this is very different to a chain or belt system. So if you're like me and you've come from that kind of a system, be prepared for a bit of a learning curve. So there's one thing that you haven't seen here, and that's a spring. That's because it's all hidden behind this pillar, and it can be tightened by this screw here. You'll find the spring behind this opening. Now this isn't just your normal design. The company call it pressure spring technology. You can see how it works here. It's not like a lot of the other pedals. And it doesn't just keep the spring protected, it's also great at keeping it clean and lubricated. It also is great for making minor adjustments. You can see there how it's loosened and tightened, so you can do it on the go really, really fast. The whole thing is just super, super smooth. The hoop clamp, I was a bit dubious at the beginning. It's a quick release hoop clamp, but I did find it very strange that I didn't have anything that I could tighten the clamp even more than just releasing it. But it does work absolutely fine on one condition.
Hello there. So, as soon as you get this pedal, the first thing you're going to have to do is, you see that there? The Velcro. Velcro is a must. It comes with 3 different packets of Velcro. I put this on, 2 years ago, and it's still in the exact same spot. It hasn't come out. It's been used lots and lots of times, well over 200 gigs and blah, blah, blah. So it's really, really strong, but that's a must. If you try it and do it, like I did for the first couple of gigs, it's slipping and sliding around the place, it's moving the bass drum, it's an absolute nightmare. That Velcro is a must. So the first thing you got to do is apply the Velcro.
And one final thing is that you can adjust the depth of the amount of drum hoop you let in or you attach to the pedal. You do that by going to the base plate and loosening these 3 little screws, and there you can then move the plates backwards and forwards to let as much drum hoop in or as little drum hoop in that you want.
So there you go. That's everything I think you should know about this pedal bar. One thing, you see this section here. This is where I show the spring. Well, make sure that you tighten that as soon as you get it if you purchase it, because the first couple of times I played with it, went out on the road with it, it flew off. And it happened 2 or 3 times. It hasn't happened since. It hasn't happened in like over a year, but keep an eye on that. That's the only other thing that I forgot to mention in the review. Other than that, it's such a cool piece of kit. Guys, hit the like button. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If I missed something, let me know. And I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.